Hello Twin Flames, this is Victoria and I'm here with a daily energy check. Today we're experiencing winter solstice, and it's winter at least for the northern hemisphere. And yeah, let's take a look what's going to be happening. What does it actually mean for Twin Flames and for the Twin Flame journey? So it will be kind of similar to the daily check-in, but with a different twist in mind. First of all, I have two oracle decks today. At the end, we'll pull some cards of guidance from the Ascended Masters, from the Keepers of the Light for each of the twins. And of course, I will check the energies for the twins in terms of what's the impact of this winter solstice right now, right, as it's happening today. But also when it comes to the connection, I'd like to see the perspective for the next cycle between now and the summer solstice that will be happening in June. So it's like this 6-month cycle. What is going to be in focus for the twins and for the connection itself, right? In the context of this connection. So that would be the agenda for this reading, and let's dive right in. I hope you guys are doing great. We'll start with an oracle deck as always, and today is going to be the wisdom of the oracle. Yeah, haven't used it for a while. That's one of my classics. I'm also trying on one of my new dance outfits, which I'm hoping to use for the dance performance that I'll be doing in Hawaii in February. Still have to decorate it with some stones, but yeah, that's pretty much it. So you get to experience the premiere out in this dress, so to speak. I think it's a really positive, bright color, and I feel like because most of us are in winter, and for most of us it's pretty cold weather, it makes sense to kind of brighten our days the way that we know how, right? And for me, it's through dance and through wearing something bright and enthusiastic. Speaking of which, we have Yang card for the Divine Feminines, which has this orange ball of energy. Yang is the masculine energy. It's about going out there. It's about getting what you want, what you need, right? To me, this is very much the ending of the Sagittarius season, right? Where you've been building up the energy and now it's time to kind of fulfill it, to just go for it. Love it. The solstice, I guess, is also kind of an end of a cycle for this 6-month cycle when the days were getting shorter, right? And it's kind of like you've been conserving your energy as well, right? Because as the days grow shorter, usually we are kind of like our activity gets a little bit more passive, let's put it that way, right? And now you are ready to use that conserved energy for something great. For some miracles. You can see also a lot of stars around it. It's beautiful. For masculines, we have no place like home, number 50. Yeah, so and 5 is the number of change. 50 is like the next level of change. Masculines actually recognizing that the whole idea of home is not really about the specific external attribute. It's about your feeling, how you feel in this particular place with this particular person, right? And of course, the underlying factor oftentimes is that this is a person rather than a place, right? I haven't traveled a lot in my life around the world, have spoken with a lot of people who have chosen different journeys and have relocated, have traveled. I must say that we concluded with all of them that it's really about the people or even one person that you're traveling with. It's not as important where you're traveling to, or even like, of course, our home comfort, the conditions we're in, right? What we can, the idea of being able to relax and enjoy yourself in your home is a huge deal, but it means nothing if you're not with the right people, if you don't have the right energy, frequency, and vibration around you, right? And that usually is mostly impacted by people. Whole different story for the energy of places. And of course, there are ways to work with it. I would say generally it's easier than to try and change things about the energy of a person, right? Because that person has a free will, right? And if they are not looking to, you know, to heal, to improve their energy vibration, then there's not a lot that you can do really. Either you accept that and agree to kind of keep having that relationship with them, right? Or you move on to and find somebody who is on the same wavelengths as you are. By the way, I forgot to mention my special candle here. This is a handmade candle that I got in New York in Bryant Park. I will post a link to their Instagram account if you're interested, if you are in New York metropolitan area. Maybe you can even order them and get them delivered, I don't know. But yeah, you can contact them through their Instagram account and find out some details. I don't remember what the company is called. It's like a really small, like a family company, you know, like family business really. But it's so beautiful. I don't know if you could see. They have a lot of different options, a lot of designs with flowers, with Christmas themes. To me, this is also a Christmas theme, but yeah, it's cinnamon and apples, literally, and the scent is cinnamon and apples, and they sell refills, so it's kind of like, obviously you can use this container after the candle dies out, but also you can even use the whole like gel design, and you can just insert either the refill that they provide or even like the regular tea candle, and you can keep reusing it, which is great. They're not cheap, but they're worth it, I would say, especially considering they're selling them in New York. I think they're gonna be in the Bryant Park market, like Christmas Village, till like for another 2 weeks or so, right? So you have a chance to just stop by and check out what they have. All right, let's move on to tarot aspect. Let's see how this solstice is impacting divine feminines. What's the meaning behind it for divine feminines? How's it impacting, how's it influencing divine feminine journey? Okay. We have the Chariot and the Five of Wands in reverse. So it's slowing you down from, and I'm gonna be reading as the messages come in. It's slowing you down, guys, as you know, we are in a rush a lot towards the end of the year for many various reasons, not just the holidays, but other reasons too. And a lot of things that we are feeling pressure to do are impacted by other people, really. What they expect of us or what other people are doing, and we feel like we're obliged to do as well, right? Like, yeah, I'm not gonna go into too much detail of that. We've talked about that kind of pattern a lot. I'm not even here to judge, because you know, we all succumb to that living in a society among other people. But what it's doing is that it's kind of like this energy of the solstice is grounding you and helping you focus on the moment and the world within, which is just as important to take care of as the world without, yeah, well, without from the within without statement, but you know what I mean, from what is happening around, from making dates with friends and I don't know, partners, right? Buying presents for kids and family, right? That's all good, but remember that you come first for yourself in terms of the priorities, right? And are you taking care of yourself? You are giving of yourself so much of yourself, and are you giving to yourself? Are you sleeping? Are you eating well? So this is about moving away from overdoing and getting back into filling up your own cup, so you can do a lot more for others in a healthy way, not by draining yourself. So it's kind of like, yeah, now actually I'm being pointed to the Yang card again. This is about that preparing this ball of fire, preparing this energy, right? So the solstice is not even about using it just yet, but it's like steady, ready, go, you know, the command. So this is like the ready part, right? Just before you actually throw the ball or use it for something, right? This is still like getting that energy shaped up and prepared for action. Okay, let's see what we have for the masculines. how is the solstice impacting divine masculines and their journey? Okay, the world. Anything else? Thank you. Ace of Pentacles, love it. So for the masculines, this is kind of the, well, it is the end of the cycle, I already said that. But to them, it's also the door to something new and beautiful because of all the reconsiderations that they've had. And it may not look like a lot has changed for them externally. And, you know, finding home doesn't even mean that you're moving, right? You can still stay at the same physical space, but your feeling of it, your understanding of it will be different. So much so that you'll be like, at home, like at my physical home, I don't really feel at home. I feel at home when I'm at that specific place with that specific person or doing something specific, right? Like it's that understanding. And with that understanding in mind, and how much, like the phrase on the street is how much the journey and divine feminines have changed them, and how much difference they introduce to their life, like this new level of information, new quality of information, right, about what life has been and what is possible to achieve and where we're all going and all that stuff. And maybe they haven't yet fully complied to the idea of them being as powerful and, you know, ready to change the world in a pretty direct way, right, pretty literally, hence the world here. But they are, you see, like this person is kind of like almost like outlining that world for themselves, right? So they are a lot more open towards exploration and understanding what is it that they can give the world, and in like believing within themselves that they can give a lot, maybe without having all the clarity yet, but believing that they have a lot to give, and they are truly really excited about figuring out what it is and what comes next, right? Like this journey has been quite scary for them for a while, and now they're moving into this new cycle that is more exciting than scary, where they believe that they can overcome difficulties, right? So even if something unfortunate and unforeseen comes in, they will be able to deal with it because they have that faith that God is on their side, or, you know, whichever higher power they believe in. B, they understand that things are dynamic and they're changing. And there isn't even a lot of point in getting used too much to some specific state of things, right? Or specific lifestyle, whatever it is, right? It's there to explore, to learn from it, and then there will be something else. So they're a lot more open to it from that way, right? It's not stressful anymore. It's exciting. It's like, okay, what's next? Right? And most importantly, they have all that love now, right? Because one of the main activities that we have happening as we progress through the journey is heart chakra opening and cleansing, right? And it's opening our heart to ourselves and to everyone and everything else in the world. That's like the underlying biggest change that is happening, that is taking us forward and is helping us find who we are and what is our mission here, really. And helping us find faith and that positive outlook in any and every situation as that life presents to us. So they are getting a lot of that vibe right now, right? And they're feeling more at home with the whole journey even, right? Like if we can picture the journey as something comfortable or uncomfortable, they're getting a lot more comfortable with it. Not because they have everything figured out, but because they kind of understand the idea, the general concepts, which is brilliant. Okay, what's the impact on the twin flame journey in the next 6 months? So what that new solar cycle is going to be like between now and summer solstice of 2023. What will this cycle mean for the twin flame journey? For the collective of twin flames. This is not masculines and feminines, this is just in general. And most importantly for the dynamic itself, for the twin flame. Communication, relationship, and collaboration. We have death, no surprise here. We have Justice. We have Ace of Wands. Wow. Oh my god. What's on the shadow side is on the bottom of the deck. Yeah. Death, Justice, so it's 13, 11, and 1. 13 and 12 kind of. But anyway, Death, Justice, and Ace of Wands. So you see with every transformation, a lot of rebalancing comes in. So there will be, what I'm hearing is there will be many cycles of transformation, of death and rebirth. For the connection even, right? We're talking about connections, about what is happening between the twins. There will be various cycles. I'm getting this vision almost like when you're cooking something, you're like making dough or something, right? Like you're working with it and you're like, it takes different shapes, it changes consistency, right? Like it's transforming. Maybe you'll set it aside if you're making bread, for example, and let it stay there and rise. And again, it will change. That will be another transformation. So there will be a lot of those transformations that sometimes will seem subtle, but will be a big deal. And that will be bringing more and more karmic justice, karmic cleansing naturally, where there isn't as much work or struggle, most importantly. It's more about if you're on track, you're focusing on the right things, you're in alignment, then things will work out more smoothly for you. And will bring in new inspiration to take action and to explore the gifts and to use them in your life for yourself and for the sake of other people, which is beautiful. So there will be a lot of gifting exploration. The twins will be actually, as they get more into balance on their separate journeys and their karmic situations. I don't just mean relationships, but just general karma that they're working through. The more in balance and the more connected they're going to be together, right? Because they're going to be more aligned, more ascended, and closer towards their union state of energy, of mind, of everything. And this will help them. The more connected they are, the more their, again, heart chakra will get open and cleansed, the more they're going to be impacting each other in a divine way, as an encouragement, as a blessing, as a kind of like, yeah, I got your back, you're beautiful, I adore you, you have so much to give, right? And that on the energetic level. So it will be like this love message on the energetic level that the twins will be naturally sending to each other. And that will help the other twin to get more confident and, to feel that love and to be able to blossom and explore the gifts. Look at that one, it's actually blossoming. You don't see that in any other deck that I at least own, right? But this is beautiful. This is allowing for the blossoming to come in and for your gifts to come out, right? To the known, to the conscious mind, and to be used for something beautiful in this lifetime. Okay, last but not least, we'll get guidance for Divine Feminines. What is the guidance for this time of winter solstice? What is the guidance from the Ascended Masters? Kuan Yin, care and compassion. Choose to be love. Do what is right for everyone involved. Offer a helping hand. A very feminine energy. So Divine Feminines, don't forget about that, and don't forget that you should be the prioritized recipient of this love and nurture, like I was saying before. Choose to be love. And then it will be even easier to apply it to everyone else. What's the word of guidance for Divine Masculines during this winter solstice? Hope, love, and acceptance. You see the synchronicities here? And yeah, I mean, with the card about home, that actually makes a lot of sense. Love is yours. Recognize your divine worth. Choose loving thoughts. Recognize your divine worth. And I already spoke about that, so not going back into it, but this is just the final confirmation. And love and hope is what you need. And I was just talking about Divine Masculine with these cards moving into a lot more faith and confidence about this journey, that it's not scary anymore. It's exciting, right? Okay, with this, I'm gonna leave you guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope this was useful to you, and I'll be back with more readings very, very soon. Bye, everyone.